corner, from Bergen, Norway, an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Cecilia Brækhus. Fighting out of the blue corner, and ladies and gentlemen, here is the two-time gold medalist from Flint, Michigan, a three-weight division world champion, and an undisputed women's 154-pound champion of the world, Claressa Shields.
An open-air outdoor stadium, what a venue for this contest.
It's hard, you've got to concentrate, preserve that energy, because when the heat's on you and you get hit, that's double heat.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. How about that time counter shot? Nice counters. A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. You're outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fighter on fight.
Claressa Shields is in trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Defense is not an option for these two. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about breakers in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell sometimes it...
We've done so much better before, just forget that round.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then...
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Oh, she knows now. She can smell blood. She's just not got to get trigger happy. Be smart with the shot. Be sneaky. Pretend you're going to go for someone else in the body, and then boom, let the shot in again. Be smart.
Catch and shoot. Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter lands. The straight right just misses. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her for sure. Let's talk about breakus in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice.
Breathe, focus again.
On to the third. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Big defense there on the left uppercut. These two women pretty... Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You still want to stop.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Breakus in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here, or this fight is going to be over. There's the bell for round 4. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Punch, counter punch. Incredible work rate. The straight right just misses. Her stamina is off the charts. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missing with the uppercut. Cecilia Breakus seeing stars. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But dude,
this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about breakus in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
If you box.
Time for the 5th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This is not where Cecilia Brækhus wants to be. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to... Yep.
Down goes Claressa Shields. She took a massive shot to the head there and is down. Let's see it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and you've got to believe she knows she's losing here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Holding nothing back here in the round. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
Here we go in the 6th round. Well, the corner will try and shake out the legs, dump some cold water on her, give her the motivational speech, but it's up to her, Johnny. She's got to find a way to dig deep and get back into this fight.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Perfect counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Good counter punching. Caution being thrown to the wind. A lot of effort being exerted here. Cecilia Brækhus now on the brink. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Hold that thought! And Brækhus just got caught. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right.
Focus again. Watch your back.
Round 7, here we go. Well done with that counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you, they want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. She needs to be careful that she doesn't punch herself out. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. She catches and counters. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
You are the better boxer.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good punch. There's a counter shot. Caution, is being thrown to the wind. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7,